What do you make of the report that SNY put out there? And then again, SNY, you want to take a look at parent company, you see the New York Mets and the Wilpon family, saying that anywhere between 6 to 8 owners, and 8 is a magic number because if 8 get together, nothing gets passed. 6 to 8 Major League Baseball owners want this to fail, want this to burn down to the ground, don't want to throw any money at this, think the season's a total waste of time, and certainly would be throwing good money after bad. What do you make of that report, Evan?
So Ken Rosenthal and I actually reported the 8 number, and I think it was Andy Martino SNY who reported the 6 number.
Okay, so
the difficulty here with this is that you can say an owner doesn't want to play, but what does that mean? Does it mean an owner does not want to play, period? Does it mean an owner does not want to play if you're paying the players full prorated salaries? Does it mean an owner doesn't want to play if you're paying full prorated salaries and there's a threat of a grievance? So all along, from the very beginning, let's take the first case first. There was a belief that there were some owners who just didn't want to play, period. People who looked at the season said, I'm going to lose more. It does not make sense. Let's just kick it down to 21. The overall truth, the guiding truth here is still that this industry, and that includes the owners, is better off with revenues coming in than without. But it is very possible that Rob Manfred does not have enough owners right now to implement a season. That's probably the way to read this. It doesn't mean that there are 8 owners necessarily standing in the way saying, we don't want to play, period, because they just made an offer to play at full prorated salaries. It's the scenario with the grievance that seems to be the most divisive. But if somebody has a list of what every owner is thinking right now, want to break it down by team and owner, we'd love to have it. We're trying. It's a very difficult thing to understand.
You're trying to nail that one down. I can't imagine that an owner loves the sport and says that they don't want to figure this thing out. They don't love the sport. Then they're in it for the wrong reason. I'll be very honest. That would just be so outrageous to me. And if that would be my team, and I don't care if it's a team that I've loved my entire life, I wouldn't spend another dime. I wouldn't put another dime in their pocket. I wouldn't do it ever again. And I think owners need to think about that. My buddy Keith Olbermann came on the show the other day and said that this is what, the hard line, if you will, not wanting to play, wanting to burn it down, wanting to show the players who's boss, not wanting to spend any money, that this is an absolute, one would say plan, absolutely something that they have in mind, and they think they're winning. This is what he said, and anybody else who thinks otherwise is naive. What do you think of that based on what you're hearing, Evan?
There are hawks. Jerry Reinsdorf has been a hawk for 25 years. There are absolutely people who run baseball teams for profit. Not every owner. The problem is most of these guys, every single one is different. Their own TV deals are different. Their attendance is different. They have different interests here. And I don't think it's the case that any of them don't love baseball. I do think it's the case, and you could probably extend this to the commissioner as well, that they love baseball, but there are times when they love their business interest more. And it's as simple as that. These are all very wealthy, successful people who come from a background of, we're going to run this like a business. And like a business is something of a euphemism, frankly. It can mean what you want it to mean, but what they usually want it to mean is a certain level of profit that supports whatever their idea is of success. And the problem is nobody can sit there and go, no, you shouldn't make $30 million this year, or no, you shouldn't make $40 million this year. There's no controlling the amount of money these people want to take in on a yearly basis.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.